In 2013, a YouTuber called Whirlpoolhitman drowned after diving into a natural whirlpool in Cornwall, England. His last moments were caught on camera. His real name was Jacob Cockle, a 28-year-old surfer and photographer from Cornwall. He was known for daring videos, often swimming in dangerous waters and whirlpools. Jacob loved the ocean and was always chasing dramatic shots, even when it meant taking big risks. The accident happened on May 28, 2013, at Hale Harbor. There, a basin called Carnsue Pool creates powerful whirlpools when the tide goes out. Locals knew it was dangerous, and warning signs told people to not swim there. But Jacob had filmed there before, and he wanted to do it again. He brought his friend David Rain, who stayed on shore with a camera. Jacob even wore a plastic horse mask for fun while floating in the water. At first, Jacob stayed near the edge of the whirlpool. The current pulled him in circles as he laughed and shouted. At one point, the water nearly dragged him under. He came back up, wide-eyed, and said, "Whoa, that was pretty scary." David caught that on film, but Jacob kept going. He seemed sure he could handle it. Hoping for an even better shot, he took a deep breath and dove into the whirlpool with his GoPro. That was when everything went wrong. The currents were stronger than he thought. The whirlpool pulled him under and did not let go. Seconds passed, then a minute. Jacob never came back up. David panicked and ran along the pool, searching for him. Finally, he saw Jacob's body floating face down. He and others pulled Jacob from the water and called for help. A rescue helicopter took him to the Royal Cornwall Hospital in Truro, but it was too late. Doctors said Jacob had drowned. News of his death shocked the community. Friends and fans could not believe the man who had survived so many stunts was suddenly gone. Many were haunted knowing the camera had filmed his final dive. At an inquest, the coroner said Jacob had gone to the harbor to film whirlpools and was even seen wearing the horse mask while being pulled around by the current. Friends filled social media with tributes. Just days before his death, the Norwegian YouTuber Apetor posted a video titled, "I am not dead, I am 57 today." Less than a week later, he fell through the ice while filming and died. Apetor's real name was Tor Eikhoff. He was from Sandefjord, Norway, and he became loved for his quirky and fearless ice videos. Tor was 57 years old and had built a huge following by doing outrageous stunts on frozen lakes. He often filmed himself skating on thin ice, diving into freezing water, or even sliding across a surface with the help of a chainsaw. He rarely spoke much in his videos, letting the visuals do the work. His goofy humor and love for life made people laugh. Then by 2021, more than 1.2 million people had subscribed to his channel. On November 22, 2021, Tor posted his annual birthday video. He smiled, laughed in the snow, raised a vodka toast, and dipped into an ice hole, showing he was still full of energy at 57. The video's title, claiming he was not dead, now feels disturbing because it became his final upload. Only a few days later, on November 26, Tor went out alone to film at Jacob's Dam, a frozen lake near Kongsberg, Norway. He was likely preparing another of his playful ice videos, but as he skated or walked across the lake, the ice broke beneath him. He fell into the freezing water. A passerby heard him calling out for help across a quiet lake and raised the alarm. Rescue divers rushed to the scene. They pulled Tor out of the icy water and found him unconscious. Emergency workers gave CPR and managed to get a faint pulse. He was flown by air ambulance to Oslo's Ullevål University Hospital in critical condition. Doctors worked through the night, but the damage from the cold and the lack of oxygen was too much. On November 27, 2021, Tor Eikhoff died. News of his death shocked his fans worldwide. His final birthday video, where he joked about being alive, suddenly felt tragic and haunting. In the comments, thousands of fans left messages of grief and disbelief. The section under that video became a memorial wall. Even well-known figures such as Norwegian DJ Alan Walker left tributes. Across Norway, Poland, and other countries, fans shared their sadness. In Prague, people even lit candles outside the Norwegian embassy in his memory. For those who followed him, the loss felt personal. Tor himself had once admitted in an interview that his icy stunts were dangerous. He even said, "Maybe I will die out there one day." Sadly, his words came true. Tor Apetor left behind hundreds of joyful videos filled with humor and adventure. Shannon Falls is a towering waterfall in British Columbia, Canada, known both for its beauty and for its deadly height. In July 2018, 3 members of the YouTube travel group Highonlife died there while filming. The victims were Riker Gamble, Alexei Lyak, and Megan Scraper. They were young vloggers who built their channel around travel, stunts, and a message of living life to the fullest. Highonlife had over 500,000 YouTube subscribers and more than 1 million Instagram followers. Their videos showed cliff jumps, waterfall swims, and adventures across the world. They encouraged fans to chase their dreams and embrace positivity. On July 3, 2018, Riker, Alexei, Megan, and friends hiked up to Shannon Falls near Squamish, BC. The falls are nearly 1,000 feet tall, making them one of the highest in Canada. The group went beyond the public viewing areas and climbed up to the pools at the top. Their plan was to relax in the water and film new footage from the beautiful location. Around noon, everything went wrong. Megan Scraper slipped on the wet rocks near one of the upper pools. In an instant, she fell into the rushing stream that fed the waterfall. The current swept her over the edge and dropped her into a lower pool about 100 feet below. Seeing her fall, Riker Gamble and Alexei Lyak acted on instinct. They rushed to save her, jumping into the water and trying to pull her out. But the force of the current was far too strong. Instead of rescuing Megan, both men were dragged into the flow as well. Within seconds, all 3 were pulled into the powerful water and swept over Shannon Falls' massive drop. Other hikers who saw the accident quickly called for help. Rescue crews, divers, and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police searched the dangerous pools below the falls. It took 2 days to recover the bodies of Riker, Alexei, and Megan. Investigators ruled the event a tragic accident. News of the deaths spread worldwide. Just days later, the surviving members of Highonlife posted a video confirming the tragedy. Through tears, they described their friends as 3 of the warmest, kindest, most driven, and outgoing people you could ever meet. They told viewers that the world had lost a good deal of light with their passing. Fans around the globe were stunned. Thousands of comments were posted on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Park officials in Canada reminded visitors to stay on marked trails and avoid dangerous areas near waterfalls. The Highonlife YouTube channel remains online. In 2021, Danish YouTuber Albert Derlin lost his life after falling more than 600 feet while filming in the Italian Alps. He was only 22 years old. Albert was one of Denmark's biggest online stars. He had hundreds of thousands of followers on YouTube and Instagram. His videos included comedy skits, trends, and music clips. Songs like Emoji and Summer were especially popular with Danish teens. In 2018, he even started in a comedy movie called Team Albert, where he played a high school student trying to become a YouTuber in just one day. The film won awards, and in real life, Albert had already achieved that dream. Fans knew him as playful, funny, and always ready to push things a little further to entertain. In late July 2021, Albert traveled to Italy to film new content in the Dolomites, a mountain range known for breathtaking peaks and steep cliffs. On July 28th, he was at Cicada in Val Gardena filming with friends and crew members. They had climbed to a cliff edge at a spot called Forcella Pana, which offered stunning views of the mountains. At some point during filming, Albert lost his footing. In an instant, he slipped and fell from the edge, falling about 200 meters, more than 650 feet, down the mountainside. His friends immediately called for help. A rescue helicopter and alpine rescuers rushed to the location. But when they reached Albert, it was already too late. The fall had been fatal, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Italian broadcaster RAI later confirmed that the rescue team had no chance to save him. News spread quickly back to Denmark. Albert's mother, Vibe Jorger Jensen, confirmed his passing and told fans, "We are in great grief, but I would like his fans to know." His close friend, fellow YouTuber Rasmus Berhav, wrote on social media, "I'm ready to cry and empty of words. I cannot understand it. I will forever remember all of our memories." Vigils were held in Denmark, and fans created montages of Albert's funniest clips and songs. His family asked for privacy as he brought him home to Denmark, but they also thanked fans for their support. To this day, the comment sections under his videos are filled with simple messages like, "Rest in peace," and "Thank you for the smiles." But one of the most shocking YouTuber deaths happened not on a mountain, but on train tracks. Greg Plitt was a fitness model, YouTuber, and reality TV star who died in 2015 after being struck by a train while filming near the tracks. His full name was George Gregory Plitt Jr. He was 37 years old and at the height of his career. Greg had once been an Army Ranger and a graduate of West Point. After leaving the military, he built a huge reputation in the fitness world. He appeared on more than 200 fitness magazine covers and became a celebrity trainer. On YouTube and social media, Greg inspired fans with high-energy workout videos and speeches about self-improvement. He was known for pushing himself to extremes. One of his trademarks was filming workouts in unusual and risky places. In one video, he even sprinted and did push-ups on train tracks as a train passed by. His strong body and motivational style also made him a star on Bravo's TV show, Workout. On January 17, 2015, Greg was in Los Angeles filming a new video said to be for a sports drink commercial. That afternoon, he and a small camera crew set up on the railroad tracks north of the Burbank Metrolink station. The team did not have a permit to film there, and the area was restricted. Still, Greg wanted the shot. He began running between the rails while the cameras rolled. In the distance, a commuter train approached. The engineers saw him and blasted the horn. Witnesses later said Greg stayed on the tracks, thinking he had more time or believing the train was on a different set of rails. But he was mistaken. The tracks curved, creating an illusion. By the time Greg realized the train was coming straight at him, it was too late. The Metrolink train hit him at full speed. The impact was caught by the train's front camera. Greg was fatally injured instantly. Nothing could be done. Police reminded the public that filming on train tracks is illegal and extremely dangerous. Officials added that dozens of people are killed by trains in Southern California every year, and almost all of those deaths could be avoided if people stayed off the tracks. Friends said Greg had always chased the most intense visuals and likely believed he could time it right. His girlfriend told reporters he had been trying to get the best shot when the accident happened. In the days after, an informal memorial appeared at the site of the accident. People left dumbbells, flowers, and wristbands to honor him. Online, thousands of fans shared how Greg's videos had motivated them to train harder or overcome challenges. Greg's final footage on the train tracks was taken by investigators and never released. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into internet mysteries and disturbing cases. Stay safe.